Hi, this is O'Connor, Global Sources Startup Launchpad. Yes, you got us. This is the October edition, and I'm with Einik Day. This is a startup out from HKUST, you know, one of the top universities in Asia. Einik, pleased to meet you. Yes, and your startup is IVO Technologies company, and you've got this product called a Moodbox. Think about that. All right, I guess if you go to moodbox.com, mymoodbox.com, you'll find it, is that right?
That's right.
So what is special about this product? And we can see some of the details here, but what is special about this product?
In a nutshell, I would say this is a special breed of product, which is not just a speaker, but a speaker that does the DJing for you.
DJing.
So for example, you want the speaker itself to curate music for you. This is the product for you.
Wow.
So you don't have to go select your own music. This product will learn from your taste of music and automatically find songs on the internet for you.
Wow.
And
so you tell the product your mood.
Yes, exactly.
So you come home, oh, I'm just stressed. I've had enough.
Yes.
I've had enough of this high-paced environment in Hong Kong.
Yes, exactly.
and then?
And the product said, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like me to play you some soft tunes to cheer you up?
Okay. Yeah. When are you bringing the real product in? What's
January,
going on?
February.
What, not available yet?
Yeah, not available.
So are you raising funds on Kickstarter, Indiegogo?
We did that already, so we were successly funded on Indiegogo.
How much did you raise in Indiegogo?
$63,000 US.
Okay, $63,000 US. How many backers?
Almost about 500 backers.
500 backers, 63,000. Wow, that's awesome. So when do you promise to deliver by?
So initially we wanted to get it done by August, but due to manufacturing delays, it's been moved to January and February.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, it's a very difficult
There is not a startup that I don't know that has not experienced manufacturing delays. That's always a challenge. Kickstarter, Indiegogo, you get the money in, and then, I thought it would be easy to make the stuff in Shenzhen in China.
It's not.
So tell me about that. What was the biggest headache? Or what is going to be likely the headache going forward?
The biggest challenge was finding a partner or a solution maker that did know exactly what we wanted, because usually they are very familiar with traditional sorts of speakers. For example, I just want a Wi-Fi speaker, or I just want a Bluetooth speaker. Fine, no problem.
Shell speaker, circuitry, a battery,
no problem.
and then boom.
As soon as we mentioned that we need a separate chip to do the speech recognition and voice recognition, boom.
Wow. So, but I would imagine you would actually go to a separate supplier for the design of that firmware. Because the speaker supplier, they wouldn't be able to do it themselves.
Yes, so the integration part was really difficult because we had our own firmware and our own hardware, so we had the specifications as well, but they were not willing to commit to this project because they thought it was too difficult and the scale of the product was not too big. If it was a 50,000 units kind of sale, then they would say, oh, we are willing to commit to this project. But since we are doing maybe 5,000 units, they said, oh, this is too much involvement for us.
Well, it's a huge risk.
Yeah, it's a huge risk.
Yeah, cost, volume, profit analysis. Yeah, we understand that. All right, so what is your workable solution then?
So the workable solution is to actually find a business partner who actually wants to invest in this technology. So we have found a partner that actually wants to build this kind of technology.
Angel investor or VC or what?
They are a manufacturing company who are investing in us.
Okay, so that's another strategy that I talk to my clients about, the fact that if you want to protect your IP or you want to get something moving with a factory in Shenzhen, sometimes you get a factory that's interested in investing in your technology.
Exactly.
So you use that equity ownership.
Yes, ownership.
To actually get them on board.
Yes.
And they get a piece of the profits and part of the whole, they own the whole production process.
Yes, and they are not now more willing to cooperate because not only they do this product, but any other future product they make, they can incorporate our technology.
Okay.
So it's like a win-win situation for us. Before they were just pure hardware. With us, they have the software plus hardware. And they're now willing to work on our small-scale project.
Now, this factory that now is a part owner of this company, like they've got an equity share in this company?
Yes.
So what percentage are we talking about?
I'm sorry, I can't disclose that, but it's a considerable percentage, I will.
All right. So, and is this this factory in, say, Shenzhen,
yes.
Boan district?
Nanshan, close to Nanshan. Yeah.
Okay, so it's another area of Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Boan is definitely a high-tech area, but Nanshan also. Nanshan's actually closer to the Shenzhen district, in between Boan and
I can
the central
disclose the
district.
name of the company. It's called 3NOD.
3NOD.
Yeah, 3NOD.
3NOD. Oh, very interesting. We'll have to go visit that company.
Yeah, it's a big one.
All right, so they've invested with you. Now, are they in charge of the whole physical product from go to woe, or are they just doing still a part of?
No, they're in charge of the product from the tooling, distribution, manufacturing, all that stuff. We only deal with the software.
Wow, so developing the software in Hong Kong?
Yes.
In Hong Kong?
Yes.
Okay, and what has been your biggest challenge in terms of IP protection? Has that gone away now that you got 3NOD to actually become an equity investor?
I guess they are helping us with that.
Right.
Because initially we were kind of incubated with the university.
And
so
they is basically HKUST, Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, right? Okay.
Yes.
So
since we are the early incubators into their program,
right.
the technology, they also have like a say.
Right.
Of all the technology we develop, they have a cut.
Wow.
So their R&D corporation is looking out for the welfare of our IP, because this IP also is co-owned by UST in that sense.
Right, well, I understand they're looking out for, but what specific strategy? Like, let me give you an example. Number one, you're going to start with a triple N agreement, or maybe some legal agreement, but often that doesn't work for startups because you can never have a credible threat to enforce that agreement anyway.
Yeah.
So number two, you go to physical protection, where you separate one part of the production from another and you bring it into a black box factory. Number three, you do what you do, and that is you get the factory to become an equity partner.
Yes.
So if they do the wrong thing, then they lose too because they got an equity ownership.
So I would say the third one.
Right.
The third one, plus what we are doing as an extra layer of protection is that all our software is on the cloud.
Right.
So even if people want to copy your idea and everything, it's not like they can rip it off from the device.
Right.
It's all running on the cloud services.
That's the fourth idea. Keep the software development separate from the factory.
Yes.
Well, that's when you say software, including the firmware, right?
Including the firmware.
Yeah. So the firmware is kind of like the operating system.
Yes. So you have a very bare bone operating system on the device. The rest is connected to the cloud.
Okay. So that's the upstream. It looks like you're delayed, but now you've solved that because you've got an equity partner, and they've promised that they'll get the units out by 14,000, right?
No, 5,000 units.
5,000 units.
Yes. And by February, January, that kind of range.
But didn't you had 14,000 backers?
We had 500 backers.
Okay, 500 backers.
500 backers on Indiegogo.
For how many units?
500 units, yeah.
All right. Okay. So all right. So we'll get that out. Yeah. Now, what I want to do now is just a quick question about your plans for promotion and distribution.
Yeah.
Are you focusing on a particular country? Are you looking for distributors? Have you thought about it? What's your strategy for 2017?
So yeah, we have thought about it. So definitely the distribution channels in China are going to be kind of led by the partners, the manufacturing partners, because they have all these connections.
Right.
But in the US and Europe, we're still looking for channels.
Right.
One way is obviously to promote the product online.
Right.
Like for example, we could do another Kickstarter campaign after the Indiegogo campaign is done and we have delivered the product. We could do a Kickstarter campaign, which could be a channel to just do sales.
Right.
Because now the product is ready.
Because Kickstarter has a higher benchmark, don't they?
Yes.
Indiegogo, you don't have to have a final product.
Exactly.
Kickstarter you sort of do.
Yes.
That's a big difference,
Big
isn't
difference.
it?
So people backing on Kickstarter, there's a larger volume of backers on
You're
Kickstarter.
not the first one I heard that do that strategy. Go to Indiegogo first, and then got to prove a viable product. Oh, let's go Kickstarter and get some more money. We understand it. Okay,
so that's one of the ways.
Right.
Another channel that we are doing is like search ads, like Google search ads and Facebook ads.
Yes.
But they are quite expensive, so I think another way would be to actually find resellers and like distributors.
Yes, resellers, distributors. Have you spoken to anyone?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Have you spoken to other startups who have been successful? For example, Nanoleaf, which is just over there, in actually running their distribution model.
we plan to do this, you know. Yeah, we came here so that we have this opportunity to see other companies.
I think haven't talked to Jonathan at Nanoleaf.
That's what I'm gonna do. Like throughout the.
Have you met him yet?
No, not yet.
I'll introduce you to him.
Great.
You need to, and I think that it's very, very important for startups to understand that it's impossible to know everything, right?
Yeah.
Like I can just imagine your head spinning out in the last 6 or 12 months and just trying to make the delivery, not even thinking about where you're going to sell it afterwards, right? And so, but now you're at a stage where you need to plan for 2017.
Yes.
You can't just wait until 2017 and think, oh, where are we going to sell it? You've got to start planning now. So that's going to take a lot of thinking.
So we are here so that we could find out all different kinds of distribution channels worldwide, not just Hong Kong. Hong Kong's a very small market. We're not looking at Hong Kong only, we're looking at the US, we're looking at China, and we're looking at Europe. These are like the 3 big destinations.
Yeah, well I guess, you know, China may delay because Spotify streaming may not be as big.
Yes, and we have a collaboration with other companies in China like QQ Music, Soku Music, so we have that set up already in China if we want to sell in China.
Wow. Did you get valuable feedback from the backers in your Indiegogo campaign?
Absolutely. They are very core to the whole production.
And what was the big feedback that you got from them?
What we did, we ran like a software beta program. So instead of making them wait for the whole entire product, we just released the beta version of the software to them. So for example, if you wanted to communicate with Moodbox, you could already speak to Moodbox on a phone.
Oh, through your computer. Oh, in your phone.
In your phone. So we launched a software beta program so they really know that we actually have something and we are not just, you know, making stuff up.
Correct.
So they have the Android app and they have the iOS app. So now they can speak to it and see what music comes up.
Wow.
So that allowed us to kind of gauge into their interaction, like how would they interact with the device? What are the kind of things they will say? Which in turn allowed us to like make modifications to our firmware. To make the overall system
Did you have any questions about the size of the speaker and how powerful the speaker was going to be?
They make comments like, is it going to support Bluetooth? Is it going to support the range? What's the range like? Is it going to be battery operated? So they had a lot of suggestions. Some of them we took into account, some of them we couldn't because of the restrictions we have.
Wow, amazing. Annie, congratulations on your story so far.
Thank you.
And wish you well for 2017.
Thank you so much.
This is O'Connor with a unique day of Evo Technologies, which is a startup under HKUST, and now with their investor from Shenzhen. And this is O'Connor at the Global Sources Startup Launchpad. Catch you in the next booth. Bye for now.